Sup everyone, this is Draco Evolve back yet again with another Manchester United transfer news update, and we have a latest about Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So I think last week or various outlets, and I brought you a video reporting that Crystal Palace have accepted our £50 million bid. As it stands, it's a bit on and off, there's a lot of negotiations going in the background, but Simon Stone has literally reported this about a few hours ago. And for those of you who do not know who Simon Stone is, he is one of the very few reliable journalists out there in world football. So whatever he writes or whatever he says, you can believe it pretty much. And he was one of the people that reported it last week, along with Duncan Castles as well, about Aaron Wan-Bissaka's bid and a potential transfer to Manchester United. So I'm going to read you out the article here which he wrote. Manchester United remain hopeful of signing Crystal Palace defender Aaron Wan-Bissaka. BBC Sports understand talks between the two clubs are continuing, although as yet no deal has been agreed. United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is keen to bolster his squad for the new season. So you can see, apparently there's some reports going around that Crystal Palace are holding out for a £50 million upfront cash rather than the potential or the reported fee that we have offered, which is £35 million plus £15 million add-on fees based on his performance, etc, etc. But Crystal Palace are holding out for a £50 million bid. What concerns me a little bit here is, yes, he is young, he has great potential, he was one of the best right backs in the league last season, he is English, he is British, so it carries a premium fee. British players carry a premium fee, along with the fact that you're buying from the same league. And we know that the Premiership is, the sponsorship, etc, etc, is money galore, and everybody has money to spend, and every team in the world knows what United needs. So when they come looking for a right back, a right winger, a centre back, you can see automatically on top of your premiums, automatically 10-50 million pound will be added to it. Now, it's not my money, let's be fair, but we have made such poor business over the last few seasons. Now these players have worked out, so we can clearly see the strategy this time around, where we are aiming for young, hungry British talent to be the backbone in the future United squad. If that is one of the targets that Ole has identified, and it is likely to be Ole's transfer, not Ed Woodward's. If it was Ed Woodward's, we'll be aiming for, I don't know, Danny Alves or someone who's a star name, who's got a big presence in social media. But it is clearly Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's signing if he wants it. Now, I don't understand why Woodward is taking so long to get this deal over the line. Everyone's reporting it. It's day and day and night. It's black and white. It's pretty much confirmed that we have made a bid. We are interested in him. So Ed Woodward, we are too slow. That's the thing. Let me get to that. We are too slow compared to the other teams around the transfer windows. This transfer window is one of the most important transfer windows in recent times for Manchester United, and we've so far signed just one player, and he's not even, in my opinion, a first teamer, a right winger. We have not come close to signing any other players. Yes, there are rumours we're linked with 200 plus players, but things are not moving fast enough, and we go on tour next week. And Ole did say in his press conference that he would like all transfer business done before we go on tour. And you think about, we made one signing. This is a potential second signing, but where's the third, fourth, fifth signing? I mean, where's the centre back coming from? Where's the central midfielder coming from? Now that Fellaini and Herrera has left, we are very light there, and Pogba potentially dilly-dallying around. Where's our striker? We need a striker. Lukaku doesn't cut it. Rashford is not good enough yet. Martial has lost his way or became complacent after he's got his little contract. So we are haggling for a genuine good right back. We've got the money. We clearly have the money. So what's the problem? If we have to pay £50 million to see Ashley Young not starting in the right back position, then so be it. Just do it. What's the hold up? He's clearly a talent. He is one of the best, right? I think one of the stats was going around that the most successful tackle or whatever. He was second behind Ndidi. Now that's a right back, against Crystal Palace, who's constantly being bombarded. They're fighting for their lives towards the end. He was one of the players that performed and played in a squad where they were injury ravaged, they were fighting relegation, and they were constantly getting attacked, more like sort of like a Premiership battering boys. But yet he stood out, and he stood out not only for his team but in the Premiership as a whole, being one of the best right backs out there, performed, and he deserves it. He's clearly a down to earth, hard working, very physical player. You can see very pacey, but that's the report that's been happening in the last few hours, that no deal has yet been agreed. Although Crystal Palace wants £50 million up front, we are willing to offer £35 million plus £15 million add-ons. There are some tidbits going around that we will waive Zaha's a fee or 20% that they owe us if Zaha transfers out. So what happened was, when Zaha got sold to Crystal Palace, we put in a clause saying that if he goes to another club, we'll get 20% of the fee. There are reports going around that we are willing to waiver that part of the deal and get rid of that to add value. Now Zaha's in today's market day and age, he'll go for 20-30 million pound easily, but I don't understand why we're not making that move, and that is very, very concerning for me at the moment. This week is literally crunch week. This is crunch time, because come next week the squad is back on training. They're in wherever training camp they are. Everyone's done their holidays, everyone's back in, and another word of note is that there was an initial delay that he is in the under 21s England team, but now that England has been knocked out last week Thursday or Friday, we are still struggling to sign him, and that was the only potential stumbling block aside from the fee, that he's on international duty, so it's hard for us to make that deal because he's concentrating on that tournament. But now that England under 21 is finished, where is he? There's no breaking news. There is nothing. We're almost done on Monday and nothing happening. We're going into Tuesday and there is still reports of no deal yet has been agreed yet. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you concerned about Manchester United dealings in the transfer window so far? Do you think Ed Woodward is competent enough or efficient enough and even quick enough to make signings that we need? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next Manchester United latest transfer news, whenever it may be. See you soon.